Cambodia is building a massive new canal with China's financial backings.
Cambodia and Chinese companies agreed on a massive $1.7 billion project to build the Funan Techo Canal. This 180-kilometer waterway will impact 1.6 million residents. Initially, many doubted its progress due to strong opposition from Vietnam and interference from the United States. But now, the groundbreaking ceremony took place in Cambodia's Kendal province, marking the official start of the project. While Cambodia celebrates, Vietnam sees this canal as a significant threat. But the implications go far beyond just these two countries. Cambodia, located on the southern part of the Indochina Peninsula, has a coastline of 460 kilometers, with Sihanoukville being its only deep-water seaport. However, Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh, is landlocked and separated from the coast by the Cardamom Mountains, making land transportation difficult. The country's railways are underdeveloped, and Cambodia relies heavily on inland canals for transportation. Here's the issue. Although Cambodia has a vast inland canal network, most canals don't directly connect to the ocean. The Mekong River is the main waterway that reaches the sea, but it exits through Vietnam, with all 9 estuaries located there. This forces Cambodia to rely on Vietnam for goods export, increasing costs, time, and vulnerability to Vietnam's control. To address this, Cambodia proposed the Funan Techo Canal, a national strategic project starting from Phnom Penh port and extending 180 kilometers south to the seaport of Kep province. This canal will connect key water systems and provide Cambodia with a true north-south waterway directly accessing the Gulf of Thailand. It will boost the country's logistics and water transportation efficiency. Despite the benefits, Cambodia faces enormous challenges. The project is technically complex and costly. To overcome these hurdles, Cambodia turned to China. Under the Belt and Road Initiative, China agreed to provide financial and technical support, with Chinese companies leading the construction. Once completed by 2029, the Funan Techo Canal will allow Phnom Penh Port to achieve independent sea access, reducing reliance on Vietnam and driving economic growth along the canal route. Whitehorse Port at the canal's end could become a new international port, benefiting the 1.6 million residents nearby. But Vietnam is not happy. The canal threatens Vietnam's control over Mekong River shipping and the significant transit fees it earns from Cambodia. Vietnam tried to block the project, proposing alternative infrastructure projects and raising environmental concerns. However, Cambodia passed a water transport law, solidifying legal support for the canal, which Vietnam could not prevent. The Funan Techo Canal is not just a bilateral issue. It has the potential to reshape Southeast Asia's economic landscape. By improving Cambodia's access to international shipping lanes, the canal could increase regional trade and strengthen Cambodia's position within ASEAN. This could lead to shifts in trade patterns, as goods that once passed through Vietnam might now take more direct routes via Cambodia. Southeast Asia, already a crucial region for global trade, might see new infrastructure projects inspired by the success of the Funan Techo Canal. Other countries might seek to enhance their own logistics and trade capabilities, potentially leading to a surge in regional infrastructure development. However, this could also exacerbate tensions, particularly as countries like Thailand and Laos might feel pressure to upgrade their own transport networks to remain competitive. China's involvement in the Funan Techo Canal is part of its broader Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to build a vast network of infrastructure projects to enhance global trade routes and expand China's influence. By financing and constructing the canal, China strengthens its ties with Cambodia, a key ally in Southeast Asia. This project also underscores China's growing influence in the region, challenging the dominance of other major powers like the United States and Japan. For China, the canal is more than just an economic investment, it's a strategic move. It could give China greater leverage in Southeast Asia, a region where competition for influence is intensifying. This canal, along with other infrastructure projects, could be seen as part of China's strategy to secure its interests in the South China Sea and extend its influence over critical maritime routes. The United States and Japan, both significant players in Southeast Asia, are watching the developments closely. The US, which has been trying to counter China's growing influence through its own Indo-Pacific strategy, may view the canal as a threat to its interests in the region. The US might respond by increasing its diplomatic and economic engagement with Vietnam and other Southeast Asian countries to counterbalance China's influence. Japan, a major investor in Southeast Asia, might also see the canal as a challenge. Japan has been funding infrastructure projects across the region, and the success of the Funan Techo Canal could prompt Japan to step up its own efforts, potentially leading to a new wave of infrastructure competition in Southeast Asia. While the economic and geopolitical impacts of the Funan Techo Canal are significant, there are also environmental and social concerns. Construction of the canal could disrupt ecosystems, displace communities, and lead to environmental degradation. These issues could spark protests and resistance from local communities and environmental groups, both in Cambodia and beyond. Moreover, the canal could alter the flow of rivers and waterways, potentially affecting agriculture and fisheries in the region. These environmental challenges will need to be addressed to ensure the canal's long-term sustainability and to prevent it from becoming a source of conflict. In conclusion, the Funan Techo Canal is a game changer for Cambodia and Southeast Asia. It reduces Cambodia's reliance on Vietnam, boosts regional trade, and enhances China's influence in the region. But it also raises tensions, particularly with Vietnam and other major powers. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you like the content like this.